Okay, I want to talk about my electric fence here. It took me a while. Been working on it a little bit at a time during the summertime. It is up and running. So I got four strings of perimeter fence. I can't see it from this angle here. Let me see. I haven't not done with marking it yet, so you can see it with pink ribbons. I got to mark it better. Um, I started marking them, but I figure it's too time consuming and doesn't give me a visual. But this is I've had my first casualty with this. It's a lizard got in it. Came out of the house and I could hear it from the front of the house. And obviously I'm in the back of my house right now, but I could hear it from the front of my house that it was going to ground. How do I know that? It's because it snaps. You can hear it snapping, and I could hear it all the way to the front. So I was in the front part of the house, and I made my way back here. And all you gotta do is listen to where it's coming from, and it was on the opposite end down there. But this is what it is. I bought the Cyclops one. I had bought the Gallagher initially. I think it was the 7 joules. It was a bigger one because I got bears coming back through here. Eventually, I'm gonna get chickens, but this is my little orchard. If those bears or raccoons, I got a lot of animals down here. They get hungry enough, they're gonna go right through this fence without no problem. If I don't have something else like the electric fence to protect it, so I had to return to Gallagher because it came from Amazon all damaged up. It was already opened up, so I got somebody's leftovers. So I wasn't gonna screw around with it. I just returned it the next day. I said, screw it. They're gonna send me a Gallagher that's all opened up and used out. I'm not gonna go with that brand, even though it's had a good review. So I went with a Cyclops. I think this is a 6 joule. So, but if you can hear it clicking there. Now the way I fed this right now, I think I can feed it from battery or solar power. Not 100% sure. This is my first electric fence that I've installed. So I got it in a battery case. Obviously, I ran power through this conduit. I got a switch here, so I shouldn't screw around with this too much because I don't want to get myself in the bite here. This is what I did. I brought the hot leg into a switch there, and I can kill it right here. And this is feeding that outlet. Let me see here. It's feeding that outlet, which feeds the Cyclops there. I refer to it as like a little capacitor because that's pretty much what it's doing. It's just holding a charge there. I work in the electrical business, so I don't deal with stuff this small, but we do have capacitor banks on the primary side that do the same thing. They hold the charge until the power company needs it. What the hell? So this is what I got. I shut it off, but me knowing better, I got a bump grounded so I can make sure it's completely discharged. So this is what I got. 6.3 joules stored energy. The output says 5 joules. So that should be quite a wallop. Fried the lizard. It was a small lizard, but anyways, I got it feeding up through that outlet, coming underground, going through this little junction box. And a lot of this I put it in while my house was under construction because I knew what I was going to do back here. So it's coming back through here. I got my well here, but the well itself is being fed from different power source. So I ran my outlet here to this junction box. I just pretty much ran the same trench as my well power. Obviously the contractors installed the power, so they had already trenched part of it. So this is the way I got it being fed, and this is we're talking about my capacitor there, electric fence. That's for the well, so it's junctions right to there, but it all comes underground all the way back to here. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I had to trench part of the way by myself, by hand, and it's going into that panel, electric panel right there. So this right here, this is where I'm feeding the electric fence, and this right here is for my well. So that was installed by the contractor, but I installed this as they were trenching through here. So it's being fed through there. I did put the circuit breaker. I ran all the wiring myself. I'm familiar with how to run secondary. So I did all that. Now that I got this up and running, I'm gonna show you. I got 120 volts AC coming to this outlet. So what happens is I turn this on. It feeds the capacitor. That's what I'm calling it, the Cyclops. I call it the capacitor. The capacitor, all of this is holding the charge there, and it's hot. I mean, let me see here. Went through the camera here. I got ground rods. I don't want to say every 3 or 4 feet, all the way around my perimeter. Now this Cyclops says you should have 2 ground rods. I don't know, at minimum. Well, I got a bunch of ground rods, simply because the better grounding you have, the better path you're gonna create for whatever touches that. So it's gonna hurt. So it's being fed from here. Now I did. Let me see here. As you can see there, I ran wires from the ground and from the fence here. That's being fed underneath this box here. One's going right to the fence out there, and the other one is being fed to my ground. So I got a ground right there going to the pole. And from there, from that, this is the number 6, South 6 we call it. It's tied all the way to each pole, and there's ground rods. I want to say there's probably 2 ground rods here and 2 in between here, all the way through there, all the way around the perimeter. So, and you can see as it's coming in, it's all one loop. It's coming up on this side, the other end. So I got good grounding, but I plan to get chickens, so that's coming. So I'm hoping that it doesn't kill my chickens. That's a good concern. So I need to make sure that I get all the fence somehow better visual on the fence, so the chickens, if they survive the first shock, they don't get near it again once they see that. But I invested a lot on my fruit trees. I got some fruits, but the avocados, they got robbed by raccoons or squirrels early on. This is the first year I've had it, but that was before I got my fence going up and running. So by next year, I should hopefully have a lot more produce. Now my tree, these lemon trees, I brought them over, so they were already matured a little bit. But once you invest time and efforts and monies and whatnot into your crops, I definitely want to protect it as best you can. I enjoy living out here, and I enjoy watching the animals. So I look at it this way. I'm coming into the countryside. The animals are just trying to eat. I don't blame them. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that they can fend for themselves without having to come into my own little orchard and trying to rob me of my hard work and labor. So, but anyways, yeah, that's the current update. I'm done with it, other than just marking it better. But like I mentioned earlier, I did hear it going to ground. Oh, I wonder if I can see it. And show you that little lizard. It was stuck. It was stuck from the electric fence to. I gotta make sure to keep all these weeds off of growing into the fence, the fence line. One second, I tossed it out, but it tracked from right here. This is where I jumped from right there, coming off that fence part. Where the hell did I do it? Oh, there it is. Ants found it. I don't know if you can see it right there. Yep, that thing's all over. Okay, so see, as it is, nothing goes to waste out here in Florida, not even a dead body. So that proves that it did work, and I could hear it from the front. So anyways, I hope that I never get shocked, because in my career, I've already been hit by secondary for my stupidity. I don't want to do it again. I'm too damn old for this shit. So Anyways, be careful if you're installing your own fence.